The days of the plastic peripheral are a thing of the past. Rhythm games have seemed to return to the time where you don't need a fake guitar or a fake drum set to make you feel like you're a rock star. Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure is a title that does an excellent job of letting you showcase your rhythm skills throughout an exciting adventure game. Rhythm Thief takes place in the romantic city of Paris. You play as Raphael, who's a young boy by day, but he turns into his alter ego, Phantom R, at times. He's a rhythmic thief who steals fake treasures to replace them with real ones. Raphael, or Phantom R, wants to get to the bottom of his past since his father left him when he was a young boy. So he's basically on a quest to find out the mystery behind his father. For what it's worth, I actually enjoyed the story. It's lighthearted, but it's full of twists and turns that totally kept me entertained. Now this is an adventure game mixed with some rhythm game elements and some light puzzle solving as well. Think of the Professor Layton games combined with Rhythm Heaven. You'll explore the city of Paris by talking to NPCs that are scattered around the environments to see what clues they may have for you. Sometimes they'll even challenge you by throwing a rhythm minigame your way. At each location, you can use your stylus to tap around the screen to find hidden packages which consist of medals. Now you can use these medals to buy items to help you in some of the rhythm games, or you can use the medals to actually buy unlockables like movies, artwork, and even songs. Some of the other packages that you'll find hidden around the areas will consist of unlockable music, and you'll also be able to find phantom notes, which are basically music scripts. The rhythm games are a lot of fun to play, and there's a nice variety of them. Majority of the rhythm games will revolve around you playing as Phantom R, dancing in a group, or battling against a rival. The controls are simple. You follow the indicators on the screen to the rhythm of the beat. So basically you're just tapping, sliding, and spinning the stylus on the touchscreen. Now there may be a problem if you have no rhythm. If you're rhythmless, then you might have a problem with this game at first, but that doesn't mean it's unplayable. Basically, you can play through some of these rhythm games a couple times through and actually be able to catch the rhythm and actually might be able to do well in some of the games. Some games will require you to use the actual physical buttons on the 3DS, so you'll mostly be using the L and R buttons, the A and B buttons, and even the D-pad. Now there are also some games that use the gyroscope feature that's built into the 3DS. The gyroscope games are probably the most frustrating out of the bunch just because it's not precise at all. It just seems like it takes a long time for your movements to actually register, and that's not good when you're playing a rhythm-based game. Other than that, the controls work really well. Some other mini games include a Samba de Amigo clone, a cooking mini game, soccer face-off, museum espionage, platforming, and even your sidekick Fondue, who's a dog, has his own set of mini games. The presentation in Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure is just on point. The story is told through these beautiful, almost watercolor-esque cutscenes. They look beautiful, and the art style is very similar to the art style of the Professor Layton games. The 3D also looks really good in these cutscenes, but they seem to be a bit distracting during the actual gameplay. The environments are breathtaking. They're all detailed, and they use some pretty impressive lighting techniques. Also, some of the animations throughout the environments look really good as well. I can't get enough of the music in this game. I mean, it's catchy, it's upbeat, it's poppy. It's just so much fun to listen to. Now with that being said, there are some other genres included in the soundtrack, and it all sounds great, especially when you're playing with headphones. The voice acting, on the other hand, is just straight up corny. It's bad. It just seems like the voice actors were trying a little too hard to pull off their accents. Considering the type of game this is, there really is a lot of value. Altogether, the story has 10 chapters, and each one of those chapters lasts well over an hour. Not to mention, you can find all of the hidden treasures and unlockable music and music script phantom notes that are hidden around the environments. There are some side quests as well. Plus, you can always go back and try to beat your high score on some of the rhythm games. So overall, Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure is a gem. I realize this may not be everyone's bag, but it's quirky, it's fun, it's full of personality, and it looks great. If you're looking for an adventure game with rhythm game elements and some added pizzazz, definitely check this out. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.